Hi everyone. Welcome to the Whispers of Turkish Stars channel. All the fresh whispers are in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video before we dive in. Thank you so much. The names of Alina Boz and Alp Navras have been buzzing quietly in the background for a while now. While talk of a joint project has never entirely faded, a new and far more tantalizing rumor has taken over the conversation: a stealthy snow escape. Suddenly, romantic images in a frozen paradise slipped into the public eye, and despite the frost on the ground, the warmth between them has set the gossip world on fire. People began asking the same question again and again: is this a simple getaway among friends, or the first chapter of a real romance? The photos appear to be from a secluded mountain hotel. There they are, framed by a rustic wooden cabin in blankets of untouched white, bundled up in thick coats and soft scarves that hide everything but their expressions. Alina's relaxed smile, the kind that lights her eyes more than her lips, meets Alp's watchful, gentle gaze, and the images feel undeniably tender. In one shot they're strolling along a narrow path, footsteps pressed into snow side by side. In another, they are curled near a roaring fireplace, mugs lifted, the amber glow softening their features as if a cinematographer had arranged the scene. Their ease with one another says as much as any caption ever could: whatever this trip is, it matters to them. Insiders close to the pair say that Alina Boz and Alp Navras planned this break to carve out breathing space from their demanding shoots. According to those whispers, they deliberately chose a hidden location, far from prying eyes and easy speculation. For a while, it worked. Then fate intervened. A handful of fans crossed their path in the area, and that was all it took. The images slipped online almost by accident, and within hours they were everywhere. As the photos flooded social media, reactions split down the middle. Some viewers, convinced by the closeness in every frame, insisted that these pictures were a soft launch for a romance. Others hesitated and claimed it was simply two colleagues pressing pause and seeking quiet. But the body language won't stop talking. A hand set lightly on a sleeve. The way their shoulders angle closer than necessary. The calm rhythm of two people who don't need to fill every silence. These are the tiny details that keep the story alive. Neither has spoken about the trip, and that silence is a headline on its own. Alina has long favored privacy when it comes to her personal life, stepping back when the noise grows loud. Alp, meanwhile, is famously allergic to tabloid questions. He'd rather let time answer than feed speculation, and in that absence of denial or confirmation, the chatter grows. Sometimes the quiet isn't a door closing, it's an invitation to wonder. Make no mistake. These snowy images are on track to become one of the most discussed celebrity moments of the year. Are we witnessing a new connection in bloom? Or is a tender friendship being read as something more? For now, one thing is solid: the quiet mountain trip of Alina Boz and Alp Navras will keep the rumor mill spinning for a long while. Once the photos hit the front page of every fan account, the backstage whispers intensified. Another detail surfaced. They returned to Istanbul the same day but slipped through different airport exits to dodge attention. That careful choreography only underscored the sense that secrecy mattered here. Those who hover around celebrity circles claim Alina and Alp are choosing silence on purpose, hoping to protect a private moment from being devoured by speculation. It's not as if they hadn't crossed paths before. They've been seen at industry events, lingering at the same corners, conversations stretching longer than the cameras could capture. But documenting an escape like this, quiet, far from sets and scripts, turns a casual acquaintance into a story. The intimacy of that snowy backdrop, the way the mountain seems to cradle their time together, has moved fans to say it looks like a scene cut from a winter romance film. Online, a new theory took shape: maybe this time away is more than rest. Maybe it's the seed of a future collaboration. Could a shared project be gestating alongside something more personal? One cannot ignore how neatly it all fits. Alina, reportedly craving a calmer rhythm lately, seems drawn to gentler spaces. Meanwhile, Alp's well-known love for nature, long walks, mountain air, the serenity of places where signal bars vanish, makes this setting feel like his signature. Some say the trip wasn't only about warmth and companionship. It was also a reset, a small spiritual recharge in the hush of snow. Both are preparing for significant projects, and with the rush of impending schedules, everyone understands the value of a short disappearance. Yet the gossip world rarely lingers on practical explanations. It prefers the gleam of what-ifs. So the core question remains, are we looking at the beginning of something heartfelt, or are we seeing closeness misread by eager eyes? The answer, for now, rests behind their silence. Another layer thickened the plot, the timing of their social media posts during the trip. Alina shared serene panoramas of white hills and snow-laden trees. Alp posted nature frames with crisp skies and soft winter light. They never mentioned each other, not once. But the backgrounds felt like they rhymed. The same fireplace stonework, if you look long enough. The same slice of horizon visible from a window. Even the pattern on a throw blanket, subtle, woven, distinctive, appeared to match. Fans did what fans do, they compared pixels and concluded that these two were, in fact, inside the same frame even when they didn't show it. Some columns whispered that the getaway had landed at a particularly meaningful moment. The break was said to be a protective cocoon before their workload surged, a last quiet breath before the marathon. That timing made people wonder if a fresh chapter had opened in their private lives. One rumor claimed Alina told trusted friends she felt unusually centered and at peace. Another suggested that Alp, who has kept his romantic life firmly out of the spotlight for ages, found a rare ease in this snowbound retreat. Seeing him next to Alina, calm and unhurried, sent fans into a flurry of hopeful comments. The debate continues. Some insist this is the start of a real story, others warn against projecting dreams onto still photographs. Yet the consensus forming beneath those arguments is striking. The images feel too intimate to write off as coincidence. And as of this moment, neither party has issued a straightforward yes or no. That uncertainty is the oxygen that keeps every thread alive. What began on a ski path may soon dominate the season's loudest headlines. Just a single clear sentence from either Alina or Alp could redirect the narrative in a heartbeat. But until then, the focus shifts to the people around them. The assistants who coordinate calendars, the friends who knew about the trip, the relatives who stay impeccably quiet. Reports suggest the pair didn't just pose for photos and vanish inside. They wandered for hours, letting the snow absorb their voices while they talked about scripts, dreams, and the small details of ordinary life that matter more than premieres. Those hours in the hush, free from schedules and camera flashes, might have been where they truly started to understand each other. Even their airport choreography fits the mood of deliberate caution. Arriving back in the city at nearly the same time but peeling away through separate gates shows practice, or at least mutual agreement. Keeping the spotlight off a fragile moment is wise when the world is eager to claim it. For now, both seem to be allowing the story to exist without spelling it out. Back at the mountain hotel, the snapshots linger in the mind. Alina's scarf tucked just so under her coat collar as snowflakes blur in the air. Alp holding a cup with both hands, steam rising to fog the lower edge of the frame. There's a photo where the lake is just beyond them, frozen at the edges, and their reflections hover on the glossy ice like a hint, not a statement. Another shows them pausing mid-walk, heads tilted, as if exchanging a private joke. These are not grand gestures. They're the kinds of moments that feel real precisely because they are simple. Friends close to Alina say she's been seeking steadiness, a sense of balance between relentless work and the pleasures of normal life, reading in the afternoon, cooking at home, slipping away to places where she is anonymous. Alp's circle often mentions how he comes alive outdoors and how he prefers the kind of company that can enjoy silence. In that context, this trip reads like alignment. Two people choosing a landscape that mirrors what they need. Whether it's a friendship deepening or something more, the harmony is evident. Still, the online detectives kept collecting their hints. The same fireplace. The same view. And yes, even the same detail on the blanket. It's almost charming how determined everyone became, comparing textures in corners of rooms. Yet beneath the playful sleuthing is a real affection for the idea of these two together. People want love stories, especially the ones that unfold softly, away from a stage, only to surprise everyone when they surface. Some producers reportedly reached out with fresh offers after the photos blew up, sensing that the chemistry seen in candid images could translate into dazzling screen presence. Could this winter escape turn into the origin story of a pairing that thrives both on screen and off it? It's not impossible. The industry knows how to follow a spark. And yet, as quickly as the story grew, Alina and Alp did not take the bait. They didn't deny. They didn't confirm. They let the images stand. Perhaps they want the snow to melt on its own. Perhaps they are testing how their connection feels under the hush of real life, not the glare of headlines. Perhaps they know that naming something too early can change it. One detail from those who claim to have seen them up close in the mountains stands out: they walked at the same pace. It sounds small, but anyone who has ever cared for someone knows what it means to fall in step. They didn't rush. They didn't lag. They matched. That rhythm, captured in a handful of stolen frames, is why this story persists. As days pass, the photos still circulate, and fresh commentary keeps them alive. Some say the timing is too neat to be accidental. Others argue that true happiness often requires hiding in plain sight. What can't be denied is that the energy around Alina Boz and Alp Navras right now is different. It's patient. It's warm. It feels like a secret being kept, not from spite or strategy, but because it's cherished. So we wait. Maybe a candid question at a press event will coax a smile and a nod. Maybe a red carpet will place them side by side and end the guessing instantly. Or maybe the next time we hear their names together, it will be in the title sequence of a new project, and we'll wonder if we missed the moment when it all began. Until then, the snow trip belongs to memory and to the imaginations of those who saw love or its beautiful possibility glimmering between two people who chose a mountain over a spotlight. And that, more than any hashtag or headline, is what makes this story endure. This brings us to the end of our video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the Whispers of Turkish Stars channel and share this video with friends who love a good rumor. See you next time. Goodbye.